can't let Joe alone with the microphone for too long.
It's the Wacky Radio boys. Come on, Carrie.
Have you ever listened to Novelty Records? They rock.
Oh yeah.
I went to high school with the guy who does the Novelty Records show, and he's awesome.
You went to high school?
I did years and
Wow.
years ago. I know it's frightening, but yeah.
It was called high school when you did it too?
Well, you know, if you can count a one-room school that you get to uphill both ways in the snow, then.
Yeah, secondary school, you know, that was what it
Secondary,
always...
that's right. You're older than me.
Yeah, that's right, I am older than you, and don't forget it.
And we have an old Marine joining us today too, don't we?
Very old.
No, you're not. Very old. Jimmy Kay is joining us today, and for those of you that listen to Carrie's World, you got a little bit of a preview of what today's show might sound like. Jimmy does Two Wheel Thunder Television. You'll remember him. We had him on the show. We've had you on the show several times. We had you on the show back when we had the Easy Rider folks here. And you're working on some of the promotional stuff for that, and that's coming up. Going to have a release on that soon, and that's exciting. So there's lots of big stuff going on with Two Wheel Thunder Television. Tell folks a little bit about what you do and what you got coming up.
Well, Carrie, it's always a privilege and an honor to join you. We always have a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Two Wheel Thunder TV basically is a group of people who work together not only in Ohio, Indiana, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania, but also in the Texas market, the Dallas, Austin market, where we actually test products for different manufacturers for motorcycles. Manufacturing companies come up with a cool product for aftermarket, for Harley-Davidsons or Victories or Hondas. They give it to us and say, put this on the road and see what you think about it. And then we do our best, and me being an old Marine, I do everything I can to destroy it. And we ride it in the rain and in the weather and up in the mountains and out towards Sturgis and sand. And then I take it and I go park it in the Gulf of Mexico, just like I got good sense.
Next to the sand and salt water.
Next to the sand, because people say, well, this, it's not, the weather won't bother it. So I just drive the motorcycle out in the Gulf of Mexico for 2 or 3 feet and see how it works out.
You mean you get to ride motorcycles and attempt to destroy them for, like, a living?
And this is what I admire the most about Jimmy. Jimmy has done what I tell people to do all the time, which is take your passion, take what you love, and find a way to make money at it.
Oh, I'm the same way, but
I love
holy
that.
cow. I mean, that is like, that's, if you ever need anybody to come and help destroy something at least once or twice, you can let me know, and I'm more than happy to come and just,
That's what
if
he
you
did
need
for the Army. He helped destroy things.
I did destroy things, yes. For
That's
the
what
Army.
happens in the United States Army, huh?
That's right. That's what happened in the United States Army. Joe was in it and was never the same again.
No, it's not recovered yet, and it never will, I don't think.
And we get to do some really cool stuff. Like this weekend, we had the V-Twin show here in Cincinnati, which was all the major players in the V-Twin market. We had the godfather of choppers himself, Arlen Ness, was in town. Gerald Reinhardt with Reinhardt Racing. Everybody that's anybody in the V-Twin market was here in Cincinnati. Wonderful time. All the major players were here. And when they come out with the new goodies, we get to put them on our test bikes and then run the fire out of them. And then we report back to them and say, this is what we found that it really works. They test them in a lot of different environments. We put them on the road in the rain, and we just put them through their paces. And then we have a ball doing it.
We have veterans call all the time and say, I'm a veteran, and there's money out there for veterans-owned businesses, and I don't know what to do. What do I do? And this is a fine example of a creative, unique veteran-owned business that you're out there as a veteran doing, that's owned by a veteran, where you did what you love, you turned your passion into something marketable. It's really pretty neat.
Prior to the United States Marine Corps, that was my love, was motorcycles, riding motorcycles. As a young kid in the 60s, and if you had a Harley, long hair, you had it made.
And then he joined the Marine Corps and shaved all his hair off. Was that painful?
Oh, he didn't do that. They did it for him.
Oh, no, I volunteered to do that. I didn't realize what I was volunteering to do at the time.
Right.
As a young punk kid, I thought I knew it all. Mm-hmm. They had a different perspective on things.
Well, seriously, every young punk kid does think he knows it all, though, right?
Mm-hmm. 17 years
Those
old,
are
I
the
thought I
people
had it
that the
figured out.
military makes money on. They're banking on you being a young punk kid that thinks they know it all. Those
Yeah.
are the ones they like.
And then they correct your perceptions shortly thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
And your parents are sitting back laughing the whole time, saying, you didn't want to listen to me, but now you're going to listen to your gunny.
That's right. Yeah, they put you in a barber chair and then snip, snap, you have no hair, and that was pretty much it. They ask if you want your sideburns, and you can tell them yes, and put them in an envelope and give them to you.
Yeah, we did. They never gave them to us. They in the Army, they asked if you wanted them, and they'd ask how short would you like it cut, you know, all these different things about it, and then they'd turn the clippers on and buzz it all off and watch it fall onto the floor.
Is that why you went Special Forces, Joe? Because they let you have your hair a little longer?
They let me grow a beard too.
I know.
You know, that was one of the reasons that, you know, you just grow hair long, you grow a beard, you can just do whatever the heck you felt like.
Joe's got that Taliban look going, you know.
He sure does.
He's
Yeah.
got that sexy Taliban chic going on there.
I got a beard right now. You could lose
Yeah.
a badger in.
You could.
But yeah, as soon as it warms up, it's coming off. I can't wait for that too.
You're cracking me up.
Well, it's winter time. You got to keep your face warm.
So you're also involved then in the promotions of the film, and we had Cherie J. Wilson and Vince and Phil and those folks in the studio when they were here back in the summer, and it was an absolute ball. And we'll have them again, hopefully, when they come to town again to do the promotions. But it sounds like this film is going to roll out soon.
Very, very soon. Just 30 minutes before the broadcast, I was on the phone with Bill Pitzer and Cherie, Jay Wilson and Vince out in L.A.
They missed me, and they knew you were here.
They
That's
do
why.
miss you, and they miss the time on the Military Mama show.
There you
Because
go.
a lot of us motorcycle guys are vets.
Right.
And there's a big theme in this film about veterans and how important it is to support our vets. Not just the vets, but their families.
Mhm.
And those that help make the veterans make that transition.
Right.
Whether it's through the Department of Veterans Affairs, DOD, whoever those people are, military support groups, people like you and your show, that give us the opportunity just to vent sometimes.
Mhm.
And then sometimes that's all we need, somebody just to care and somebody to listen. So our therapy a lot of times is getting on a bike and just getting out on the highway. But with the show, it's coming out, the movie is done. I've seen it 3 or 4 times now. It's got a tremendous rocking soundtrack.
I can't wait. We need a copy of that soundtrack for the Military Mama show. I'm itching.
Oh, it's great.
I'm itching. Phil, get that finished so that we can, you know,
The
have that here on the show.
soundtrack is great. Rick Fox and Vicki Fox, the music producers, just did an outstanding job with the music. I mean, they just really put some great things together. Some new news with regards to that. The Alan Parsons Project is signed on and done some really cool music for that.
That's awesome.
So there's just a lot of really neat things happening with that. So it appears that we're going to be doing a gig down in Austin. According to Phil, 30 minutes ago, we'll be doing Sturgis here pretty soon. This coming.
That's going to be fun.
Sturgis is always fun.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Sturgis is always fun.
If you can handle the crowd in the mud.
Well,
in the dirt,
we're going to
in
be
the
just a
lucky
little
showers,
further to the
and the
left
porta
of
potties.
Sturgis, over at Deadwood. We're going to be doing it in Deadwood, and so we'll be at Deadwood. We also talked to Mandy Rossmeyer from Rossmeyer Harley Davidson, the world's largest Harley Davidson dealership, down in Daytona, and we'll be headed down to Daytona to show it at the Progressive Cineplex that they have here,
Cool.
and that's just going to be a ball. Mandy's all excited about it. We lost her father a couple of years ago in an accident out at Sturgis. But Mandy and her sister and the family has really come together. And the Rossmeyer family is tremendous people. They support our veterans. They're all behind the vets and anything that they can do to help the veterans. Bruce Meyer was a tremendous philanthropist when it came to helping vets and veterans organizations. So he's all on board, his family, and now we get to go down there and show the film. We're just going to have a ball.
And I love that this movie has a multi-generational veteran feel about it. Multi-generational, give back to your country, beautiful scenery that lets you see what you're fighting for and why throughout the film, and music that backs up this ideal of freedom on the open road. I love it. It just all comes together in this one package.